G'day, legends! Welcome to our wild Washington adventure. We're skipping the usual tourist traps and heading straight for the state's most jaw-dropping hidden gems. These are the secret spots where nature truly shines, and I can't wait to show you. So, if you love discovering the world's best-kept secrets, hit that subscribe button and join the adventure. Let's get out there and see what wonders Washington has in store. It's going to be a beauty. First stop, Palouse Falls. Tucked away in the heart of eastern Washington, this breathtaking waterfall is often called the Grand Canyon of Washington, and for good reason. It's a place where the landscape feels almost otherworldly, as if you've stepped onto another planet. Just look at this force of nature, carving through the wild scapelands of eastern Washington. The Palouse River has spent millennia shaping this dramatic canyon, its waters relentlessly cutting through layers of ancient rock and leaving behind a landscape that's both rugged and beautiful. Getting here takes effort, but the reward is a view that will leave you speechless. The hike to the overlook is a journey through wind-swept grasslands and rocky trails, each step building anticipation until you finally catch that first glimpse of the falls thundering into the canyon below. The Palouse River plunges nearly 200 feet into a churning bowl, surrounded by ancient basalt cliffs. The sheer drop is dizzying, and the sound of the water crashing into the pool below echoes off the canyon walls, filling the air with energy. These rocks tell a story millions of years old, shaped by cataclysmic Ice Age floods. The layers of basalt are like pages in a history book, each one recording a chapter of dramatic geological change and the unstoppable power of water. The roar of the falls is a symphony you feel in your chest, a reminder of nature's raw power. Mist rises from the base, catching the sunlight and creating rainbows that dance in the air, adding a touch of magic to the already stunning scene. This isn't just a pretty spot, it's the official state waterfall, and you can see why. People come from all over to witness its grandeur, to stand at the edge and feel the immensity of the landscape stretching out before them. The colors, the scale, the ever-changing light, every moment here is different. At sunrise, the canyon glows with soft pinks and golds. At sunset, it's set ablaze with fiery oranges and purples. No two visits are ever the same, but be careful. The cliffs are steep and the ground can be loose. Respect the wildness. This is a place where nature is still in charge, and a moment's carelessness can have serious consequences. If you take your time, you'll be rewarded with a memory that lasts forever. Sit quietly, listen to the water, and let the vastness of the canyon fill you with a sense of wonder and peace. Palouse Falls is a living piece of our planet's history, and standing here is a true privilege. It's a place where you can feel the passage of time, where the ancient and the wild come together in a breathtaking display. It's a place that humbles you, connects you to something ancient, and reminds you why we seek out the wild. Whether you're an adventurer, a photographer, or simply a lover of natural beauty, Palouse Falls is a destination that will stay with you long after you leave. Now we're heading deep underground to the legendary Ape Caves, a vast lava tube carved out by the fiery eruption of Mount St. Helens thousands of years ago. This isn't just a cave, it's a portal into the Earth's volcanic past, a place where you can literally walk through the remnants of a molten river that once flowed beneath the surface. Step inside and you're instantly transported to another world, cool, dark, and echoing with the steady drip of water from the ceiling. The air feels different here, crisp and damp, and every footstep seems to bounce off the ancient stone walls, reminding you just how far you are from the sunlit world above. The walls around you tell a story. Smooth in some places where the lava once rushed like a river, jagged and rough in others where it cooled and cracked. Each twist and turn reveals new textures, from glassy black rock to rough pitted surfaces, all shaped by the unstoppable force of nature. Look up and you'll spot the lavasicles, delicate formations that hang from the ceiling like frozen chocolate drips. These unique features formed as molten lava dripped and cooled, creating a surreal landscape that feels almost otherworldly. The Ape Caves offer two distinct adventures. The lower cave is an easy walk, perfect for families and first-time explorers. But if you're craving a challenge, The upper cave is where the real adventure begins, scrambling over piles of ancient rocks, climbing natural lava falls, and squeezing through narrow passages that test your courage and agility. Down here, light is your most precious tool. Bring sturdy shoes and extra flashlights because the darkness is absolute, so deep that even your own hand disappears just inches from your face. It's a humbling reminder of how powerful and mysterious the underground world can be. The caves are named after the St. Helens Apes, a local youth group who first mapped these tunnels back in the 1950s. Their spirit of adventure lives on in every visitor who dares to explore these dark, winding passages. As you make your way deeper, you're following in the footsteps of true explorers, people who braved the unknown, guided only by curiosity and the faint glow of their lanterns. It's a world completely removed from the lush forests above. Down here, it's just you, the rock, and the endless darkness. The silence is profound, broken only by the sound of your breath and the occasional drip of water echoing through the tunnel. The ape caves are more than just a geological wonder. They're a thrilling reminder of the volcanic forces that shape this land, and an invitation to experience the raw power and beauty of the earth from the inside out. Next, we're off to Stehekin Valley, a place so remote you can only get there by boat. Tucked deep in the heart of the North Cascades, Stehekin is a hidden gem that feels like stepping back in time. There are no roads connecting it to the outside world, and the journey itself is an adventure that sets the tone for everything to come. You can arrive by float plane, soaring over endless forests and sparkling blue water, or by hiking rugged mountain trails that wind through some of the wildest terrain in Washington state. Each route offers its own sense of anticipation and wonder, making the arrival feel like a true accomplishment. The journey is half the adventure, a ferry ride up Lake Chelan, surrounded by towering mountains and wild, untouched shores. As the boat glides across the crystal-clear water, you'll pass waterfalls tumbling down cliffs and forests that seem to stretch on forever. It's a landscape that inspires awe at every turn. Stehekin itself is a tiny, scattered community with no cell service and only the most limited internet. Here, the modern world feels a million miles away. Rustic cabins dot the shoreline, and the pace of life is refreshingly slow. In Stehekin, you travel by foot, by bike, or by hopping on the old red shuttle bus that winds its way through the valley. There are no traffic lights, no rush hour, just the gentle rhythm of nature and the friendly wave of a neighbor passing by. The silence here is profound. You hear the wind whispering through the trees, the gentle lapping of the lake against the shore, and the haunting call of eagles soaring overhead. It's a place where you can truly listen to the world around you and to yourself. It's a rare peace, preserved by its isolation. With so few visitors, the wilderness feels untouched, and every moment is a reminder of how precious solitude can be. But don't think it's boring. Adventure is everywhere. Hike deep into the Glacier Peak wilderness, where wildflowers bloom and mountain streams rush cold and clear. Kayak across the lake's glassy surface, or simply explore the endless trails that crisscross the valley. Or visit Rainbow Falls, a 312-foot cascade thundering into a rocky gorge, sending up a cool mist that sparkles in the sunlight. It's a sight that captures the raw power and beauty of this wild place. And don't miss the Stehekin Pastry Company. Cycling to this legendary bakery in the wilderness is a treat you'll never forget. The scent of fresh-baked cinnamon rolls drifts through the air, and every bite tastes like a reward for your journey. Stehekin is about community, self-reliance, and a deep connection to the land. Neighbors help each other, and everyone shares a respect for the wild beauty that surrounds them. It's a place that resets your soul and proves the greatest treasures are often the hardest to reach. In Stehekin, you'll find not just stunning scenery, but a way of life that's rare and unforgettable, a true escape from the ordinary. Ready for a storybook adventure? Welcome to the Enchanted Valley in Olympic National Park. It's a 13-mile hike in, but every step is worth it. You'll walk through ancient rainforest, past giant trees and crystal-clear rivers. The valley opens up to reveal sheer cliffs and dozens of waterfalls. On a rainy day, it's the Valley of 10,000 Waterfalls. The historic Enchanted Valley Chalet sits at the heart of it all, a rustic log cabin straight out of a fairy tale. Wildlife thrives here. Black bears graze in the meadows, and the remoteness makes them less shy. Be bear-aware and respect their home. Imagine waking up to a grand amphitheater of mountains, waterfalls, and swirling morning mist. The Enchanted Valley is a place of power and gentleness, a sanctuary that inspires and heals. The effort to get here makes it unforgettable, a place you feel deep in your bones. Now, let's visit a waterfall that isn't even there, Dry Falls. This giant cliff in eastern Washington is the ghost of the biggest waterfall Earth has ever seen. At the end of the last ice age, floods 10 times bigger than all today's rivers carved this landscape in days. Dry Falls was once 3.5 miles wide and over 400 feet high. Niagara would be dwarfed by it. Now it's quiet, but you can almost hear the phantom roar if you listen. Most people drive by, not realizing they're looking at a geological marvel. The clues are in the rocks, telling the story of the Missoula floods. Dry Falls is a humbling reminder of the forces that shaped our world, and a secret worth stopping for. We've gone underground, into the mountains, and now to the edge of the continent, Cape Flattery, the northwesternmost point of the lower 48. This is the land of the Makah tribe, guardians of a stunning sacred coastline. The trail leads through coastal rainforest to dramatic sea stacks, turquoise water, and rugged cliffs battered by the Pacific. The air is salty, the waves thunder, and seabirds fill the sky. Look out to Tatoosh Island and beyond, nothing but ocean until Japan. Wildlife is everywhere, sea otters, seals, and sometimes even gray whales. The sea caves carved into the cliffs boom with the tide, a reminder of the ocean's relentless power. Cape Flattery is more than a viewpoint, it's a cultural and spiritual landmark, a place to feel small and awestruck by the wild Pacific Northwest. For our last stop, let's solve a mystery. The Mima Mounds. This prairie south of Olympia is covered in thousands of strange grassy humps. No one knows for sure how they formed. Floods, earthquakes, or even generations of pocket gophers are all theories. Walking among the mounds is surreal, especially in spring when wildflowers bloom. The whole area is a rare, protected prairie ecosystem. In a world full of answers, it's refreshing to find a place that still keeps its secrets. The Mima Mounds invite you to wonder, imagine, and appreciate nature's puzzles. What an adventure! From ancient floods to the edge of the continent, Washington's wild places never cease to amaze. Thanks for joining me. Your support keeps these journeys going. If you loved exploring with me, hit subscribe and join our tribe of adventurers. Remember, adventure is everywhere, even in your own backyard. Keep that spirit of wonder alive, and I'll see you on the next wild journey. Be a wildlife warrior. Be an explorer. Woohoo!